Hello, I'm Dr. Stanton Thomas. I'm Curator of Collections and Exhibitions at the Museum of Fine Arts in St. Petersburg, Florida. And since the museum is closed right now, I wanted to do something with the collection that brought to you a recipe that I love to have at home with my family. This is my daughter, Gwendolyn Ann. Say hello, Gwendolyn. Hi. And my wife, Dr. Geneviève Hill-Thomas. And the recipe I wanted to bring to you is inspired by the Grasset Collection. It's a group of works, particularly still lifes, which are on view in the museum when it's open, and will be open again soon. And these images are from the Baroque period, from around 1600 to 1700, and a lot of them are still lifes of luscious tropical fruit. And why not do something great with tropical fruits in Florida, because we have so many? It's called Brazilian lemonade, and it's usually made with limes, but we don't have any limes because we're in quarantine. But what do we have in our yard, Gwen? What kind of a tree do we have?
We have a lemon tree.
We do indeed, and we got lots of lemons from it. And so we're going to try this out with fresh lemons from our own yard.
So normally when I make this, like we said, we use limes, but we may have used the limes for other drinks. And so now we're with lemons, and one of the things we like to do in our family is we like to do taste tests, and we like to do experiments and kind of have fun with it. So that's what we're going to do. Normally, I would use 4 limes for 3 of us with 4 cups of water. Today, we are going to use 2 really fat limes. And Gwen, will you help me put them in? As in the blender?
It's time.
Oh,
No
yeah.
anticipation.
I'm getting a real fat one.
We're really doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Then make sure that you're adding enough water to cover up the top of your citrus fruit. And we're going to use the entire fruit. Let's see here. You got it?
You got it, right? All right. Now, Gwen is in charge of the blender. So
now, Gwen, wait. Now, Gwen knows that when you start out blending with this fruit, you've got to do the ice crush function a couple of times. All right, I'll hold it. You go.
It's noisy.
Yeah.
Keep
Good
going.
job. There we go.
One more time.
All right. One more.
Maybe one more.
All right. Now I think we can move to stir.
And one of the great things about this recipe, as you'll notice, is it really uses the whole fruit. You grind up the peeling, and that releases all the essential oils and the flavor, which normally you probably would just squeeze the lemon and throw out the rest of it. And that means also the flavor is going to be a little richer. It's going to be slightly more bitter, but it really is an extraordinary palate flavor once you mix it all together. So my wife is straining it out to get most of the peel and the pith out. But again, all those wonderful flavors and those really luscious essential oils are transferred into the water, and that is the basis for this drink.
And if you don't, and if you don't like the bitterness, you can also peel one of the limes or peel half of the limes. Now we're going to put this back in the blender, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sweeten it. And a lot of people will use, I don't know, like 2-3 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk and a little bit of sugar. Gwen really likes sugar. But let's face it, we're in quarantine. We need something special. Let's just dump in the whole can of sweetened condensed milk.
And the sweetened condensed milk adds this really velvety quality to the drink. And particularly on hot, sultry days, as we are wont to have here in Florida, it's a really refreshing, really wonderful drink. It's one of those great drinks to have by your pool or on your porch or in the garden as you're relaxing at the end of the day.
All right, I think that's pretty good. Let's go for it.
Okay.
We've got to save a little to lick out of the can.
That's true. Okay. All right.
All right, I'm going to leave this for Gwen to blend up a little bit.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Blend it up.
Start with the stir. All right, the the next thing that you've got to do is add in a little bit of ice
Oh, okay.
and
There's some
blend it
ice.
one more time. Just however much you need. And wow, no, don't blend it without the top on. Woo! We've got a lot. We're gonna, whoops! This is exploding. This is awesome. All right.
And now the only thing left to do is pour it into some beautiful glasses. And we chose a selection of early American pressed glass pieces that we found in flea markets all over the United States, from Ohio to Tennessee to here in Florida as well. Gwendolyn got the Moon and Stars glass. Is that the one you wanted? No, she wanted the diamond panel. She wanted an earlier, more valuable glass, which of course makes me a little nervous. And I'll take this
Really
lovely,
careful with this,
this
okay?
lovely
Oh, that one's fine.
panel glass. Or that's your yours.
There we go. Everybody had
And I have the Moon and Stars. So I hope you
Should we
enjoy
taste
this. And I think it's time to taste this. Santé.
Cheers.
Mm,
Oh, it's perfect. Do you need
Oh.
more sugar?
it's tart and delicious.
Well, we can always add more sugar. You know what Mama needs to add? Mama needs to add some rum.
And for those of you who can have alcohol, by all means, add a little rum.